So Dad, tell me a little bit about what's behind us right now.
This was the first tractor on our farm back in 1954 when he bought, or 52 when he bought the farm. So we restored it, and now this is kind of a picture situation where we set this up so when we have the weddings here, then people can have portraits and pictures and fun things with it.
And how long has the farm actually been around, and then how long was it in the family?
The farm was built in 1921, and then the rest of the structure was all put up in 1922.
All right, so here we are in the barn where all of the weddings are held and other events as well. So tell us a little bit more about what all had to happen in here to make it look like it is right now.
When we started this out and Katie and Mark asked about having the wedding here, that end of the barn was full of hay about halfway up. I had machinery in here. It was, of course, dusty and dirty. The granary behind us, that's where we built the bar. So we did quite a bit of construction in here to make that happen.
And tell us a little bit about the bar, because it is a full working bar back there, and that's real important to a lot of people.
But right now, we provide the facility, and then the food is catered in, and as well as all the liquor and beer, beverages are brought by the people. So we just provide the space for them.
And I know you're going to show us the cows here in a little bit, but tell us about it's a real working farm, so people should expect that too.
It's really interesting when people do come. Some want to have the cattle close by, some do not. The worst part is we want people to go have pictures with the cattle in the pasture. We do not allow that. So
don't hurt yourself.
But you'll see a lot of pictures where all of a sudden there will be cattle in the picture. So that is a lot of fun, and people like that.
So Dad, I'm sure you have a couple of really good stories that you can tell us. So a few offhand.
The first time my mom and dad left the farm for a wedding for the weekend, I was 12 years old, had 33 cows to milk, and I had to do all the chores. And so we were put in danger quite often, harm's way. But one year I was hauling or tearing down the straw, and the straw all the way at the top of the roof decided to avalanche down, and all the holes that are in the barn floor, I had to dive to get out, and actually all the straw fell on me and I crawled back out.
So we're here with my sister and brother-in-law, Katie and Mark. I mean, we've all been to a lot of weddings, so what makes this particular spot unique?
Pretty biased perspective.
Right, of course.
This is, but really I think there's a couple things that set it apart.
Yeah.
Number one, family run, family owned. It's been in the family for a long time. One event per week, you get it Thursday to Sunday, it's yours. It's blank canvas. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of the really neat thing about it. You could have guys in flannel and girls in cowboy boots. We've had guys in three-piece suits with china and linen. I mean, it really is what you want it to be. It's a gigantic open space. They don't build barns like this anymore.
So you guys had the first wedding here officially, which was a lot of work. So how did it come about that this turned into a real wedding venue after your wedding?
I mean, obviously Door County is a beautiful place to get married, so we knew we wanted to get married here. But finding a venue that was large enough, our family is quite large, so where could we fit everybody was half the battle. So when we thought about the farm, we thought, well, what if we could clean this out? But the big problem was it was a working facility and it wasn't prepped for something like a wedding. So when we approached Dad about that and said, would you be interested in? And it was a great reason to get it all fixed up. So we put a lot of hard work in, the whole family did, to get it up in working condition, and had that wedding in July of 2014, and decided thereafter that we kind of wanted to give that experience to other people. You know, there's always going to be weddings and people are looking for that experience, and if we can find a way to keep the barn in the family and keep it running and have it as beautiful as it is and let other people enjoy it, that was really important to us.